Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of the Himalayas, there lived a wise sage. He was renowned for his wisdom and knowledge, and people from far and wide would come to seek his advice on various matters. One day, a young man named Arjun came to see the sage. He was troubled and confused, and he sought the sage's guidance on how to cultivate good habits and get rid of bad ones. The sage listened patiently to Arjun's woes and decided to impart his wisdom through a parable. "Gather around, my dear friends," the sage said, beckoning the villagers to gather around. "I have a story to tell you that will help you understand how to cultivate good habits." The villagers gathered around, and the sage began his tale. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a king who was famous for his generosity and kindness. One day, a wise sage came to see the king and offered him a magical ring that had the power to change a person's habits. The king was intrigued and asked the sage to explain the ring's power. The sage continued. The sage explained that if a person wore the ring and formed a good habit, the ring would glow and increase in size. However, if a person indulged in bad habits, the ring would shrink and lose its glow. The king was delighted and wore the ring. He resolved to form good habits and started with the habit of waking up early. Every morning, he would wake up at dawn and take a stroll in the gardens. The ring glowed and grew in size, and the king was pleased with his progress. However, as time went by, the king got complacent and stopped waking up early. He started indulging in bad habits like eating junk food and spending long hours in front of the television. The ring started to shrink, and the king realized his folly. He resolved to get back on track and formed good habits like exercising and reading books. The ring started to glow again and grew in size. The king learned a valuable lesson, the sage said, concluding his tale. It is easy to fall into bad habits, but it takes consistent effort and discipline to form good habits. The key is to start small, be consistent, and focus on one habit at a time. By doing so, we can cultivate good habits that will lead to a happy and fulfilling life. Arjun was inspired by the sage's parable and resolved to follow his advice. He started small, by setting a goal to wake up early every morning. He would take a brisk walk and practice meditation, which helped him focus on his goals and avoid distractions. Gradually, Arjun's habits started changing, and he became more productive and efficient in his work. He found that he had more time for his hobbies and spending time with his loved ones. We learn numerous lessons from the parable of the wise sage. First, forming good habits is essential for personal growth and success. It takes consistent effort and discipline to cultivate good habits, and it is important to start small and focus on one habit at a time. Second, bad habits are easy to fall into, but they can be overcome through consistent effort and discipline. Third, self-care is crucial for personal growth and well-being. Taking care of oneself through meditation, exercise, and healthy habits can help nurture good habits and lead to a more fulfilling life. The wise sage's parable teaches us that forming good habits is essential for personal growth and success. It is crucial to start small, be consistent, and focus on one habit at a time. By doing so, we can overcome bad habits and cultivate good ones that will lead to a happy and fulfilling life. We must also remember that self-care is crucial in nurturing good habits and leading a fulfilling life. The story also highlights the importance of seeking guidance from wise mentors or sages who can offer valuable insights and advice. It is important to seek help when we are struggling with bad habits and need guidance on cultivating good ones. Another lesson that can be drawn from this parable is the power of accountability. Just as the king had the ring to hold him accountable for his actions, we too can hold ourselves accountable by tracking our progress and seeking feedback from friends, family, or mentors. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to fall into bad habits and lose track of our goals. But by following the sage's advice and focusing on cultivating good habits, we can overcome our challenges and live a happy and fulfilling life.